Hello and welcome to Outsourcing Fit, where we show you the benefits of outsourcing and provide some information on outsourcing that you may not know. We're going to be speaking with Mr. Dale Pierce. He's joining us here from Platinum Outsourcing. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, Dale.
Fine.
Well, tell us briefly a bit about yourself and how you came to be in outsourcing.
Yeah, so thank you for the introduction. Thanks for having me. I'm the Chief Operating Officer. I'm one of two. I've been with the business for around 5 years. It was founded by my business partner, Tim Webb, originally just to support one of his other business interests, and the business then grew organically, and he decided from there to see if it was possible to become a truly customer-facing full-service BPO entity, which we did decide to do when I joined the business at the end of 2019, I believe it was, maybe 2018, I think 2019. And I joined the business as COO, and I've been tasked with developing our go-to-market strategy and turning us into what we hope to be one day the premier outsourcing provider for Australian businesses.
Now, it's my understanding that you help Australian businesses gain access to teams in the Philippines or other places. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. We have two offices in Southeast Asia. One is in Jakarta, which is the capital of Indonesia, and the other is in the southern part of the National Capital Region, or as most people would know it, Metro Manila, which is our flagship office and is where we're currently placing all of our new clients into.
Why the Philippines as far as your outsourcing efforts are concerned?
Yeah, look, the Philippines really is one of the original locations globally for the business process outsourcing industry. They've been doing or been involved in managing remote teams or having remote teams on behalf of Western-based clients for the better part of 2 decades. It's where most Australians would have some exposure to outsourcing, and also those in North America as well. There's really 2 locations globally that most people would, associate remote teams are outsourcing with. One would be the Philippines and the other would be India.
What types of services as far as outsourcing and offshoring does your particular company offer?
Look, we pretty much go to market and offer companies access to build remote teams across a variety of different roles and also industries in terms of the businesses and companies that we work with. One we do steer away from is we don't do anything telemarketing or sales focused, so that will be one we completely don't deal with whatsoever. But just as a generic overview, we do inbound and outbound customer support. We do anything in the tech space like development, engineering, across a variety of different tech stacks, finance, accounting, and marketing, UI, UX. A pretty broad scope of services, and we only work with full-time resources. So if a business comes to us and wants part-time project-based, that's not something that we do. If they're looking to build a team, whether it's 1 person or 10 of full-time employees, that's something we certainly are interested in talking with people about.
So being based in the Philippines and Jakarta, what is your global footprint? I mean, are you offering services worldwide, or do you have a specific region that you're focused on?
No, we go to market only in Australia. So lots of our competitors focus not only on Australia, but also the North American market, which is obviously a very, very big market for companies like ourselves, as well as Europe. We've made the decision at this point in our growth journey to focus solely on the Australian market. We're growing sustainably with that particular approach, and certainly that will be the approach that we have over the course of the next 2 to 3 years.
Is dealing with only Australian companies, is that how you differentiate yourself from your competitors as far as outsourcing and offshoring? Are there other subtle nuances that set you apart?
Yeah, look, I'd say that would be one point of differentiation. With that said, though, I don't think any customers or clients that are out there looking to outsource would particularly see that as a huge benefit. It doesn't make a difference if one of our competitors serves the North American market and the Australian market. What I would say are some of the key differentiators versus our competitors is we're still a founder-led business, or partnership-led business, which means essentially when our new clients come on board, they deal directly with me as an owner of the business from the initial discussions right through to when they become, when they're onboarded and when they start working with us, which we find a lot of our new clients are really, really happy with, because they know that obviously I've got a vested interest in making sure that this journey into outsourcing, particularly if it's their first time doing it, is a successful one. As well, we don't have any upfront commitment. The vast majority of our competitors will get any new clients to sign an agreement or a contract with their business prior to starting to recruit for their remote team. Mm-hmm. We don't do that. We're pretty confident that once we go out to the recruitment market that we can bring some really good candidates that they'll be 100% happy with, and then that will lead them to wanting to engage with our business. So they're probably the two key points of differentiation that I would highlight.
Not requiring an upfront agreement or commitment prior to your recruiting process. How often do you find yourself basically guiding a client through what they need? You say, especially if it's their first time, maybe they've just said, let's check out outsourcing, and they have no idea what it involves, the process. Is that something that they're very happy with as far as you coaching them, even though they're not making a commitment at that point?
Yeah, for sure. I would say that most of those that are coming to us through just inbound leads, most of these leads that are coming through, that they've already gone out and done some degree of research. So I think they're at the point where they're contacting us that they're basically saying, hey, this is the role that we want, or these are the roles that we want. We think these are the ones that would work for us to build a remote team. Most of the time when they come to us, the first question they're asking is, look, what is the process? How long does it take for you to find someone? Do you supply the IT equipment? What are the upfront costs or commitments involved? So yeah, they would be the kind of questions that we're asking. It's probably rare these days that we get someone that comes to us that doesn't, through our inbound marketing that would say, look, I don't have any idea of it. I think, in 2024, all of us, we're a global economy, we're a global workforce now. So the vast majority of us have had exposure to outsourcing in some capacity. So everyone's somewhat educated on it when they come to us.
Summarize how a company is going to benefit from using Platinum Outsourcing, and then give us a website or any contact information that you'd like to give us so folks can get in touch with you.
Yeah, so look, the glaring one, and I hate to kick off with it, but obviously any time you are engaging with a business process outsourcing provider to build a team remotely, particularly in Southeast Asia, there's a large cost benefit versus onshore hiring. So first and foremost, you're going to save anywhere between 50 and 75% versus the remuneration you're going to be paying for the equivalent role if you're doing that onshore, particularly here in Australia, where there is really, inflation is high at the moment. The employment market is very, very difficult. It's hard to mobilise good talent. The second one would be you're getting access to a much larger talent pool in Southeast Asia. There's a lot of university educated, very good, very experienced candidates in the employment market. The Philippines is a tried and tested destination for outsourcing. It has been for 2 decades, from small to medium enterprise right through to those blue chip ASX listed companies as well that have got large shared services operations onshore or in the Philippines. The labour relations laws in Australia are quite stringent. If there's a change in the market in terms of you've hired 20 full-time staff and for whatever reason you need to then facilitate redundancies. There's a large cost with that. If you engage with a business process outsourcing provider, you're de-risking yourself in terms of any changes in the market that might require you to make changes to your human resourcing. You can scale quickly. You can add new team members generally within 4 to 6 weeks. If they're not housed in your office onshore in Australia, you're saving on the office space as well. There's a wide variety of benefits outside of the glaring cost benefit. If you want to check out more, we do have a lot of resources on our website. It's platinumoutsourcing.com.au. You can also contact us and get pricing via our website as well.
Dale, thank you so much for joining us here at Outsourcing Fit. You can learn more at verticalinternetmedia.com and our BPO services at www.outsourcingfit.com.